Hey girls, so I'm doing a quick vlog this morning because I'm sitting outside of my work and I didn't have time to write this morning, but I really just had a message that I wanted to share, so I thought this would be a lot faster and I'd get to say hello to all of y'all. So I guess what I wanted to say, I read an article last night, I think it was a New York Times article that was talking about kind of confirming that 1 in 5 women have been sexually assaulted or raped or abused in some way. 1 in 5, I mean, that's just a really high number. You know, if it hasn't happened to you, you probably know somebody that it's happened to, and those are just the numbers that are reported, so they're probably a lot higher than that with all the shame that's attached to something like this. You know, a great number of those go unreported, but I just wanted to share with y'all this morning some of my thoughts about that. You know, sometimes I think that we just feel like the things that happen in our lives are just kind of random, that we're just like these little balls rolling around and kind of running into our circumstances, you know, running into the bad things that happen to us and even running into the good things that happen to us, and kind of not really meaning to, but not acknowledging that God is in control over every single thing that happens in our lives. Now, when we think about God being in control of everything, a lot of those why questions come up, like, well, if God's in control, why did he let this happen to me? And I wish I had a really good answer that could say, you know, exactly why God lets things like this happen. But what I do know is that I think it makes a big difference when we choose to receive the things that happen in our lives, both the good and the bad. You know, none of us chose to inherit some sort of past of sexual assault or abuse. It's not something that we went out and would have purchased for our lives and said, you know, this is what I want. I want this. But regardless, it's something we've inherited, but our choice is kind of what we're going to do with that, you know, property that we have inherited. It's been given to us whether we like it or not, and so it's our choice what we're going to do from there. And the other thing I want you to know is that it's not the only piece of property that you've inherited. You've inherited a lot of blessings, and if you let God into your hurt and into your pain and start to let him move in that and find some forgiveness for yourself and some forgiveness for other people, then that piece of your life, that little piece of property that you own, can become something that God can use, and something that you know, when we look at buying property, we want a return on that property. If we look at purchasing something as an investment, we want a return on that. Well, if you're given that inheritance investment of sexual abuse that you never asked for, or sexual assault that you never wanted to happen, you know, God can turn that into something beautiful and something that actually gives back in your life, and something that you can give back to others with. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm almost in certain ways feel blessed by what happened to me, because I know that it gives me empathy and gives me understanding so that I can help other people, and I don't feel like my ministry would be what it is if that hadn't have happened. So in a way, I know it sounds crazy, but in a way, that's been a gift that God has given to me. So I just want you to remind y'all today that receive whatever God has for you, the good and the bad. Receive it and know that God has nothing but the best in mind for his daughters and his sons, because he loves us all, and his inheritance is a beautiful, he says, a delightful inheritance, that the boundary lines have fallen in pleasant places. And regardless of what has happened in your life, your boundary lines have fallen in pleasant places, because God is absolutely crazy in love with you. And I hope you'll have a great day, and I love you. Mwah! See you later. Bye.